What's up, everyone? Zero here. So I've been noticing a lot of people are fear-mongering about POE2. And I just wanted to dispel some of these things that you hear because I wholeheartedly do not agree with them. Ragegamingvideos put out a video about Path of Exile 2 compared to D4, and I'm going to have to react to it and say I wholeheartedly disagree with what he has to say. But let's hear it first.
Ladies, gentlemen, and ARPG enjoyers of all ages, with Diablo 4
That intro is off the chain, by the way.
stand as a new player. It's incredibly overwhelming. There are a ton of deep mechanics in the game that, especially if you aren't coming from a background of playing the original Path of Exile, you will find the game confusing to begin with past the first few levels. It will take time to adjust. The skill tree is insanely large and open and free to the point that for the most part the classes can all just pick up these same nodes outside of things like ascendancies. You just start in a different place on the skill tree depending on your class of choice. This works in both ways though. It may be a lot to take in at the very beginning, but this also means the amount of depth and customization and options that you have for each class at the end game is pretty much only limited by your own imagination of what you could create. You can even use the weapon types from other classes if you have the correct stat requirements to equip them, which then also lets you use skills from other classes to synergize with your own class's stuff. The ability to swap back and forth between two weapon sets even actually gives you the further depth by letting you expand it to literally synergize skills from your class with other ones together. And there are also skill points within the game that you can assign to specifically only one of your two weapon sets, and you can use that to maximize the efficiency when you do switch between weapons like this as well. It's honestly sort of crazy.
So I just wanted to clear this up. If you combine all of Diablo's skill trees together, this is what it looks like. Now look at the PoE skill tree. Is it a lot more nodes? Yes. However, once you look at it from the starting points, because depending on which class you pick, you're going to start at a different place on the tree, then you can kind of just cut it up. Yes, you are allowed to path across the tree, but they're going to have a recommendation system in POE2 as far as I'm aware. This will allow you to pick things that are going to work for you as a new player. They're also going to be having skill recommendations. This is as far as I understand. I could be wrong about this, but they are lowering the barrier to entry for this game. I really don't like when people put that out there because it's not really true, and it's kind of assuming that casual gamers are just dumb and won't be able to figure it out. Oh my God, it's so overwhelming. Oh my God, there's so much information. It's really not difficult. You start at a certain spot depending on which class you pick, and you can path out accordingly. It's the same stuff. If you're casting spells, look at the tags on your skill gem. Go for spell damage. If you're damage over time, you can even type in damage over time and it'll pull up, it'll blink all the nodes on your tree that have damage over time. It's really not difficult. The one thing you want to watch out for are the key passives because they have an upside and a downside. But just steer clear of them until you can follow a guide. I guarantee you that you can make a viable build without choosing those. So pick something that you enjoy, follow the recommendations that I assume are going to be in the game. I know for a fact that they're going to have skill recommendations. I'm not 100% on the skill tree, but it's really not as daunting as it seems, I promise you. And here's the other thing. There are going to be a ton of content creators creating guides for this game. And I have faith that if you're a new player and you hop into my chat, DM's chat, Talkative Tries chat, anybody that's playing the game, the community is really supportive, and I guarantee you they will help you with whatever questions that you have. I just wanted to make a quick video just dispelling some of this stuff because people blow it up to something that it's really not. The other thing I hear a lot is like, oh my God, you can brick your build on the skill tree and there's nothing you can do about it. But in POE2, they're giving us the option to respec with gold. So as long as you can kill some monsters, you'll be able to respec. I see a lot of comments that say, oh, I'm just a casual gamer, I'll never be able to enjoy PoE, but I just disagree with that. If you look at my channel, I have a ton of guides that are very simple for new players because I made them when I was new. So as I was learning them, I made the guides. So they should be very easy to digest. If you have any questions, hit me up. If you guys want, stay tuned for more POE2 content. You can subscribe to the channel. I'll be coming out with a lot of guides and walkthroughs myself. And that's it. I really encourage you guys to hop in on December 6th. It's going to be a blast. Stay tuned. I got plenty more to come, guys. See you next time. Peace.